Jermain Johnson slid a little ways down the board in the first round, but still things worked out. If you're a Jets fan, and considering that the Jets were rumored to be targeting him with their second first round selection at number 10, they were still able to grab two players they wanted, the wide receiver from Ohio State and the cornerback from Cincinnati, then go get Jermain Johnson at somewhere around 22, 24.
26. He got drafted as
26.
a 26 pick. It's a little painful for me as somebody who was raised a Dolphins fan to hate the Jets, to see a Florida State player go to the Jets. Obviously, last year with Hampton Najmuddin going to the Jets, you have to accept it. Guys like Leon Washington in the past, it's something we have to accept, that the Jets are
Lavernius Coles comes to mind.
Lavernius Coles, obviously, but it's something we have to accept that unfortunately the Jets do exist in our spectrum, and we have to accept them as an NFL team. Just barely, yes, exactly.
But that was quite the draft for the Jets.
I will admit, and I hate the Jets, but they did have a hell of a draft. I think it's good for Jermain Johnson. I think he is going to be and you could say this is maybe the biased Florida State guy here, but I think he's going to come in, and I think this gives him a chance to come in and kind of fly under the radar when it comes to what will happen in the 2022 season. I think we're going to see him come in. Like you said, we talked about it. He could have been a top 10 pick, and I think there was points where you had the Giants that could have taken him early. When the Ravens were picking, I was like thinking, please God, draft him. So it is interesting that he fell this far. I guess my question would be, with what we saw last season, with the numbers that he put out there, double-digit sacks, basically being the MVP of that defense, the Defensive Player of the Year in the ACC, what possible reason was there for him to drop all the way down to nearly out of the first round? I guess that would be my biggest question. Is it because of Florida State's 5-7 season? Is it because people didn't give a lot of respect to the ACC? If it's those reasons, those make more sense than character issues, because I think as far as a character guy, he was one of the top, had one of the best character guys on the team. So I guess that would be my question, is what would possibly get him to drop all the way to 26? And I'd also like to know what William Heinrich, what is he messing with Jason for? What did I do? I showed up on time this week.
Yes, he's blaming you for the late beginning, late start.
I was here. I was signed on to Twitter at 5:50, waiting for him to send the invites. That's all. I had no.
John, I will let you know who is stating that I should probably schedule some time in between the shows. Well, that's out of my control. So I schedule the people when I can, and we schedule these shows when we can. So
we will end this with 5 minutes to go before the top of the hour, so that you have time to go heat up your hot pocket, use the restroom, whatever you've got to do. We got to make sure you survive, especially on Wednesdays, Mark.
You just want me to be on time for the Miami show. That's your favorite live stream on YouTube.
It is fun hearing Cam Underwood make the excuses for why the U is back. We all know it's not, but it is fun to hear the excuse train.